Hi, this is Lane and Paul from Trending. Today we're going to talk to Randy at Palm Springs Windmill Tours. We took this fascinating tour in 2018 and we highly recommend it.
Because of the COVID-19, we can no longer use our bus. And so we had to come up with a way so that people could come out and still experience these awesome giants and but do it safely. And so we set up a driving tour where you drive yourself. And we laid out a course on our property there. And then I did a recording that will lead you through the tour and give you pretty much all the information you get on the tour itself. Not quite, but close as we can do it. And then you get to go around, get out of your car, see the displays up close. You get to get out close to two of the big wind turbines and see them up close. And so it gives you real experience of being out on a working live windmill farm. And it takes about an hour, and people have been loving it. Well, we had to do something because obviously we were no longer able to do our regular tour, and it's a shame because Palm Springs was having a great year, and we were having a great year. But
put a little bit of space between each car. I think Annette said something 10 minutes or 15 minutes space.
We set up the appointments 15 minutes apart, and we asked you on the recording at the beginning. We give you a few precautions. And we ask you from the beginning to please respect the people in front of you, because sometimes people take a little longer out of their car than what you maybe did, on your way there. And so give them a chance to see what they want to see and get back in their car before you get out of yours.
Okay, interesting. That sounds safe.
Yeah, so we're doing our best, and then we give you a tablet that's been sterilized. It's in a plastic bag, and then the pre-recorded tour is on there, and you can do it just from an audio tour as well, but there's a lot of good graphics on the one with video. And so you get a chance to see some explanations on there. So, but and if you've got the tablet and if you've got a Bluetooth in your car, you can hook it up through your Bluetooth sound system, and it sounds great. I've heard of no negative. We've only heard positive, and we talked to everybody after the tour because they have to bring the tablet back to us after the end of it.
Someone put a lot of work into this. This sounds a little bit complicated, effective, but a lot of work was put in it.
Yeah, I basically had to take my tour and put it down into a written form, and then we recorded it all, and then we had a graphics guy that in Annette that worked on it and put it into this video form. And so, yeah, we're pretty proud of what we have. We had a very busy week this week after having been on the local NBC station.
And how many wind turbines do you have on the property?
Well, where we're at right now, we have about 7, but in that whole area, we have close to 2,000. And that's going to change. The whole complexion out there is going to change. There's a lot of things in the works out there because, this was the birthplace of the wind industry in the U.S. In large scale numbers, and so we still have a lot of older machines out here that have yet to be replaced, and that's been in the works. There may have been a little bit of a delay because of COVID, in progress on that. But there is a lot of progress happening right now in replacing old ones with a lot smaller number of new ones. And but our output will be superior to where we are right now. So that's in the works out there. But right now, you get a chance. You see a lot of our old historic machines up close, as you guys may remember on the tour, out there in where we have the history garden, and then we have some stops along the way that we actually don't do on our regular tour. That you get up close to some of the original machines, and then you get up close to one of the big General Electric wind turbines that we have on our property, and you get a chance to see, because there's a lot of myths out there about wind power. It's noisy. There's dead birds laying everywhere, and you get a chance to get out and see for yourself that, yeah, that's not really the case. They're relatively quiet.
Okay.
And you had said before that wind turbines are owned by different companies.
Yes. Like the property we're on is owned by one company, and the wind turbines are owned by another company by the name of Next Era Energy Resources. They're a very large renewable energy company here in the U.S., and they have lots of different wind turbines out here. Yeah, there's various owners all over the place out here, and there's some new ones coming our way. Hopefully, we think.
One of the things we really enjoyed on our tour was the date shake.
We do give you directions how to get to the windmill market, and we have set up a discount with them for our customers, and so you can go there and enjoy the date shake and at a little bit of a discount, and they are great.
It's interesting that 95% of the dates consumed in the United States are grown there in Coachella Valley.
Yeah, it is. And, you go out in the East Valley here, we don't see them on this end as far as, well, there are date palms over here, but they don't usually bear fruit because they haven't been pollinated. But all the ones out there, they pollinate. And yeah, they're all over the place out there.
Is there a favorite windmill there? Do you have a favorite?
Well, one of the last stops on the tour is probably my favorite. It's produced by a company by the name of Vestas, a Danish company. They're the tallest ones we have currently in the area, and you get a chance to get up pretty close to those, and they are so elegant. And when you walk up on the ground below one of them, you look up, you're going, wow, I had no idea they were that tall, because they're like a 25-story building.
So how much power is produced from all of these windmills?
Well, we produce somewhere in the 650 megawatt area to, let's say, about 650 megawatts. Now, but to make it a little more sense to most people, that big Vestas machine produces 3 megawatts.
Okay.
And that 3 megawatts will power approximately 1,500 to 2,000 average homes. And today offshore on the east coast of the U.S., they're putting in new wind turbines that are much larger even than what we have here. They could build bigger ones offshore than they can here, but here these have been very good for us, and they continue to be. Here in Palm Springs, they've become somewhat iconic, to the city.
So what area do all the wind turbines take up? The whole areas? How big?
It's around 20,000 acres total space. The cool things about wind turbines, though, is it's unlike, and we love solar panels too. So I'm not trying to say anything negative about solar panels here, but the cool thing about wind turbines is you can, especially the Midwest where they're on farms, and ranches, those farmers and ranchers just keep doing their thing, and they plow right up to the wind turbines. And so we take up a lot of space out here, but ours is desert space. But there are, there's buildings on these properties, as well as the wind turbines. And that's happening more and more as development has continued. But there is a lot of acreage out there that right now is devoted to it. We're really easy to book. You just book us online. But if you go to windmilltours.com, it's real simple to book our tours, and you get to choose your time that's available on the day that you're available. And as we all know, we're really up in the air as to what's going to happen with this COVID. And so right now we're just doing the best we can to give people a chance to learn about an important energy source for our country. We want people to enjoy it. That's what we want you to do, is come out and get away from the news media and get away from, everything else. Bring the kids, let them get out in the desert a little bit around these machines and run around and spend some energy and learn something. A lot of grade school kids today in class are learning about renewable energy. And so many of these kids have been learning from home, and it really enhances their education that the schools are trying to share with them.
Well, I think it's a great family fun day out, very educational. I know when we were there in 2018, we thought we really learned a lot. I mean, we didn't realize there was so much to know about wind turbines, but once you get into it, you realize, wow, there's a lot of information here. We really enjoyed it.
Appreciate you guys talking to me.